It's the Beat Break Morning Show with Sean Garvey and the crew.
Beat Break Morning Show, gonna make it real quick because they're kicking us out of here. Once again, I'm on location at DBS Sounds on the south side of the ATL. Sean Garvey, you are now rocking with the best, and I'm standing next to a living legend right here in the music business. I cannot believe I am standing next to greatness right about now. Micheal Mauldin in the building, on location. How you doing, sir?
Man, we are good. We're so good. Just trying to get over here, checking with the guys, checking the store out. Came here to support Ray and what they're doing. And, we're looking to put them on the next Scream Nation tour. And we're just excited. We're excited about everything and the opportunities out here right now. I mean, we all need to get out here and get it, you know?
Yeah. And the reason why I say legend is because I surround myself around legends. I come from a legendary family. My grandfather, Rex Garvin Sr., from Rex Garvin Sr. and the Mighty Cravers, who used to be a doo-wop artist back in the day, he was the one that put the entertainment blood in me to be where I'm at now, to interview people like you. And throughout your experience, throughout your time being in the music business and helping artists get on and working with artists, what is the most memorable experience you ever came across that comes to your mind right now when it comes to working with a particular artist?
Well, that's a hard one because, I've been doing it a long time.
Right.
But I've been blessed. I've ran into some amazing artists. But one of the biggest, one of the best, obviously, was Alicia Keys, which I found and named, and I knew she'd been in groups and other people, and people just didn't get it. And when I saw her, I thought, like, oh my God, she's the biggest star going, and signed her, and never can look back now and see what happened. But to know that people walked away from that. However, my whole career, whether it was So Def, or whether it was Criss Cross, or whether it was Bow Wow, or whether it was Arrested Development, or whether it was Maxwell at Columbia Records, or whether it was the Fugees or Lauryn Hill, it's all good. I've been blessed, man. And God is good, and it's just keep working. And here it is. As long as I've been in the game, here it is, 2015. I'm still doing it up. We got, like I said, we got Scream Nation, which is huge for me. It's a global brand now, and we're rolling out our tour in March, and we're excited.
Have you ever imagined Atlanta being really, really big when it comes to the music scene 20 years ago? Have you ever had that vision that Atlanta was going to be that spot in the next couple of years? Have you ever imagined that?
Well, to be honest with you, I always felt it was that spot. I never saw necessarily what's going on now, but, I've been a part of the fabric from day one. I mean, groups like Cameo and Brick and Mother's Finest, so there was groups in the city always. So it just depended on, but obviously hip hop escorted the thing in. But again, being part of the architectural crew for So Def, we were here.
Right.
And we've been doing it, and we've developed a lot of acts. So I've always seen Atlanta as being at the forefront, believed that it could be, and obviously now it's really proven that, that as far as the talent and having the talent here, it's in here,
Okay, and last thing, any advice that you want to give to any newcomers, new artists that are trying to get into the industry or break into the industry? Any advice from an iconic legend like yourself? And excuse me if I'm using the word iconic. Once again, I'm standing next to greatness, but any advice?
It's real simple to me. First of all, you got to keep doing it. You got to keep believing that you can do it. But at the end of the day, you really got to acknowledge the past. You mentioned how you got in the game. You got to acknowledge the past. You got to pay attention to who did it before you. Because if you don't acknowledge the past the proper way, you can't inspire the future. So my whole goal is, I tell people all the time, if you want to be a part of that next generation, if you want to be a part of the ones that's leading the way, acknowledge those that have led the way and try to make sure, not so much you got to walk in their footsteps, but at least keep your eye on what it is that they do.
Again, standing next to the legendary Micheal Mauldin right here on the Beat Break. Oh, man.
Beat Break in town.
There you go, sir. Out on location, DBS Sounds in Riverdale, Georgia on the south side. Stay tuned. More of the Beat Break. Sean Garvey, now rocking with the best. Stay tuned.
You're listening to the Beat Break Podcast.
Remember, anything can happen today.
On the Thinking Out Loud Network. Check out the Thinking Out Loud Network at thinkingoutloudnetwork.com.